And the next recording session has begun. Hello, YouTube audience. We're about to finish up Chapter 3. Lizzie, last part, you started to rant about why Megaforce and Super Megaforce blow chunks. Please,
All right,
continue
so
on.
continuing. So we've established that the main villain looks a bit like Mothman. So, uh, I mean, cool ass design. He just does fucking jack shit. And then we also find out the head, one like his like right hand man is like the prince of some armada that would like I don't know that's probably not gonna be important. And he ends up uh, and like after like the defeat of like the main guy, he was just like you know what, fuck you, and then he like goes off and creates his own like robots and shit. Uh, I forgot her name, but the robot that he creates is actually kind of hot. But that's besides the point. Uh, and also, there's like mutants that show up as well. Like we don't know jack shit about them. And the thing is, they contradict themselves in the like fucking whenever they're by themselves. They're like, "Oh, humans suck. We need to stop this pollution or whatever," and that created us. And then they cut to fucking like whenever he's fighting, whenever they're both fighting the ranger. They're like, oh, we're gonna make more pollution to make more of us, so we're stronger. And it's like, what the fuck, man?
I don't.
Uh,
I.
and
Sorry,
like,
sorry, hold that thought. I need to pause recording to fix something real quick. Give me a second. And Twitch audience is unfortunately going to see this. I will be right. Sorry, YouTube audience, you shall return. Okay, recording has once again started. Continue bitching.
okay, so like, and then at one point, if I remember right, all three villain factions fucking team up or some shit. I don't remember. It like you would think like the main threat of the fucking show would be a more integral part of the series, but it really isn't. And and the worst part is that's something that it has like similar to Operation Overdrive, multiple villain factions and they teamed up.
And nothing fucking happened.
Exactly. It's just so fucking bullshit.
Alright.
And uh, and like the thing that really bugged me, not no pun intended, is how the villains end up transferring over to Super Mega Force.
Yee.
I assume you're gonna say a thing.
I was about to say I'm about to start up the next boss, the boss of this chapter. So I am turning up the game audio a little bit, just a little bit,
Gotcha.
because I love the music that's going to be playing for this boss fight. It's called Fire Approaches the Lighthouse. But yeah, to give you a crash course on what's been going on, Lizzie, this girl, Lynn, she the whole reason we're here is because we're trying to find Crest, the sage of Balanced Valley. He's dead. So we need to figure out not only what happened to him, but how we can prevent it. And the plan
Mm-hmm.
is, so far, after healing Lynn of a sickness of hers, and then fixing her memories after getting a demon out of her brain, so far, we need to use a specific thing to bring us back in time to the point where her master Crest died, so that way we can hopefully prevent his death in order to make sure that he's alive in the future.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
now we're gonna use a magic hourglass to go back in time, maybe a week. Behold, also, and I just love the music that plays during this section. Also, we finally get to see a character that we only saw at the very, very beginning of the game so far. But first, behold the lighthouse. That's a cool lighthouse. With a great big crystal ball.
This moon crystal may be lighting up the ocean
Hmm.
here, now, but one day it'll be bright enough to illuminate the whole planet.
Can you imagine something bright enough to, like, light up the whole planet both sides at once?
How do you know?
Like, that'd be brighter than the sun.
You know,
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think that would be possible without like reflectors and shit.
yeah. Like, I know he's, like, being hyperbolic, but still, like, that'd be genuinely nuts.
When the fuck do I sleep?
Master, what's that?
Now the music starts. Well, one of the music things starts. Behold, Gaspard's battleship.
What in the...
I don't even remember the name of this thing, but I love it. God, look at that cape. Look at him.
So, that's the moon crystal, eh? Yes.
It's like it's a Cape
A
Snuggie.
stone that shows you the future. Even though all there is to see in the future is darkness and despair. What shall I do? Destroy it. Those are Emperor Griffin's orders.
Like, bro, can you like chill out on the shoulder pads?
Like, those aren't even shoulder pads. That's just, like, the cuff of his cape.
Did he fucking go up to the tailor and be like, "Hey, so you know like ants nests?" And they're like, "Yeah." I want that as a cape.
An
I was like, "Say no more."
An anthill, you mean?
Yeah. It is the same thing. The nest, the hill is a nest.
I always thought the hill part was just the entrance of the nest.
I mean, true, but I mean, I think it's technically kind of the same thing.
Eh.
Like as an entirety, it's the nest. The hill is just like like for example, like if you had a picture of like the entrance to a house, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a house," you know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just be like, "Oh, that's only a door," and that's it.
Also, when
Know what I mean?
Also, when I get semantic, it's a problem. I'm joking.
Wait here. Max, let's go.
Okay.
But still.
All right, man. First,
Oh, ha ha. Very fun. At least I look good with one.
guess what? I got plushies hanging off. Well, one plushie hanging off of mine. To be fair, just like I don't know. I would call it a purse. You'd call it something else. I don't remember what it was.
If it hangs off your shoulder, it's a satchel. If you have to hold it in your hand the whole time, it's a purse. Oh. This should be when... Okay, no, it's not the... This isn't when the good music kicks in. I mean, it's all good
Gotcha.
music. I love this fucking soundtrack so much.
Who are you?
Yeah.
We'll explain later.
They give the fucking vibe of like whenever the Good Mythical Morning people
That's Gaspard.
emailed Sweet Baby Ray's like, "Hey, what is your best selling sauce?" Because we're curious for this like video we're doing. This is how they get back to them.
Look out! The lighthouse is on fire!
Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, the music's playing. Fire approaches the lighthouse. I love this track.
Yeah, I'll let this go on for a little bit, and then I'll say what the email said, and then we'll get back to my thought about Power Rangers.
Yee. Okay,
I'm
okay,
going
yeah,
to
I
use
don't...
the crystal.
Okay, so it looks like it's not just... Okay, so it looks like it's not just my, the PS4. I think it's something kind of... Okay, no, never mind. It's like, God, the... I love this track. And it plays for the whole... And it plays for the whole rest of the fight.
Oh, nice. Anyway, so what the email said as a response from Sweet Baby Rays themselves was, "Hello, I would like to inform you that all of our products are sell well and all of our products are good. If you have any more questions, feel free to email." And it's just like, that didn't answer the question. We're not trying to get you to say that one product is better than the other. We just want to know statistics.
And I'm guessing they didn't get the statistics?
No, they were just like, all of our sauces are good. All of our sauces sell well. You trying to get me to say that one of our sauces is bad? It's like,
Yeah.
Why don't you head inside? Yes, sir.
You know what it makes me think of? Makes me think
What?
that one of their sauces sells like absolute dog water, and they don't want people to know that.
Raybrand. Yes, you must be King Raybrand's girl.
Wouldn't doubt it. One of my favorites from them is the
Running into
mustard base
princess in a place like this.
You tore my kingdom to bits.
barbecue
and
sauce,
murdered my
basically
father.
Carolina Gold sauce. I don't remember what they call
Now
it,
you're going to pay.
Huh.
Murdered.
but I quite like that one. But anyways, so back to Power Rangers, more pressing matters.
He said
So
he wasn't good
as we
enough to
transfer,
be
In a fair fight, my
you know,
father
transfer
never
over to
lost
Super
like
Mega Force, this is what happens to the villains in the main series.
Well then.
We don't know what the fuck. If I remember right, we don't remember what the know what happens to the mutants. They just kind of fuck off.
Get ready, Gaspar.
Fucking the prince guy, he fucking gets blown up and turns into like half robot for a bit from his like assistant.
Head towards the center.
And then there was like a quote unquote final battle sort of thing with the moth guy. So we end up like killing him off. After like 17 episodes of him being the big bad. Because keep in mind the season only had like 20 episodes. And then we ended up having half robot Prince turn into the the main bad guy for a bit, and then right as we end up into Super Mega Force, then the Armada that they were like afraid of fucking showed up. And then there was the prince's brother, being a whiny bitch about it, being like, "Hey, I'm the general of this operation. Fuck you. All my ideas are good ideas." And so, which, god damn it, he sucks. And yeah, like we don't really have a central villain for Super Mega Force. Like it's the Prince guy for a while, then like he dies, and then it's his the other Prince guy that's half robot. He's like that for a bit, and then like he dies, and then and then at the very end, like the last like 2-3 episodes, their dad shows up.
Man,
So like there really is no central villain. And now back to our main heroes. You would think that to explain why they had to change powers and that kind of thing, their previous powers were destroyed or whatever. No, they're not. They just change for the sake of changing. They gotta sell more toys. Like they don't explain like, your Mega Force Zords got destroyed and we had to rebuild them as a pirate ship, a car, and shit like that. No, they're just like, hey, here's more. You didn't really earn this, but I'm gonna say you did. You get more.
You get mords.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, go say, if I'm gonna be honest, that like this feels like this doesn't mean anything. And there's a lot of examples of like incredible laziness in Super Mega Force, but also like weirdly like expensive episodes. Like there's one episode where there's like basically no Sentai stock footage, but it was literally just about Tensu just roaming around the fucking Townsville or whatever the fuck this place is. And it's just like that's it. That's literally the entire episode. Him just fucking around.
Huh.
And then cut over to the fucking a fucking like other episodes where, so obviously Gokaiger like as like a little bit of like a history lesson of Kaiser Sentai Gokaiger, which is what Super Mega Force is using stock footage from. It was the 35th season of Super Sentai. It was meant to be a big anniversary where we had the Gokaigers, space pirates, learning to use the the abilities of the past 34 Super Sentai teams and understand what it means to be a hero to defeat the Zanyak. Like that was like that so obviously they're gonna use not Power Rangers suits in said stock footage.
Yeah.
We're under attack from the moon
You would think
What should I do?
they would edit around that. They did
Wizard.
once or twice. They added in like Operation Overdrive for one of them and all that.
Yes, sir.
But generally, guess what? It turned out that they just said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna use non-Power Ranger Sentai suits and just like give them generic ass names." Like they even fucking had the audacity to use the fucking Die Ranger suits that people have been clamoring for to be like, "Hey, like could we like please get something for the Die Ranger suits? Like because like you use the Die Ranger Zords in MMPR season 2. Can we like get something with that?" Yeah, they just like leave it in that they fucking transform into that. And like then like there's like random ones like Bioman, Goggle 5, like just random ass Sentai teams that had nothing to do with Power Rangers in the fucking anniversary season of Power Rangers.
Probably because they had the footage. They were like, well, we'll just make some teams that were kind of off to the side, I guess. Or I don't know.
Like for example, they in the broadcast versions of the episodes, they never transform into Lightspeed Rescue. They never become they don't become at least one of every Power Ranger team throughout the entirety of the broadcast versions. In the extended version of the final episode, we finally get them as Lightspeed Rescue for like 5 seconds.
God.
The ship's going
And
down.
it's just fucking useless. And the thing is, so, okay,
Get us
like,
out of here.
I told you, like, there's, like, extreme laziness while also, like, contradicting itself on, like, not being lazy. So, sometimes, there's times whenever they end up using Sentai stock footage with very
Not hurt.
unique architecture and stuff. Yet they, for some reason, spent a lot of fucking money to recreate that area so they can just put our American actors into there. Yet they won't fucking do anything about like making the anniversary of Power Rangers about the anniversary of Power Rangers.
Fulfill my dream.
And like and the thing is, Gokaiger had episodes where a past Sentai Ranger would show up, be like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you about what using our powers is like," and basically kind of like check in on us and be like, "Hey, this is what we've been up to since the last one." And guess what? They just straight up just don't really do that. Like, they have the Red Ranger from Jungle Fury show up, which, I mean, that's like probably the best episode, by the way. But the only reason why he showed up was he's a fucking writer on the show.
Ah.
And fucking Jaden and Mentor G, which by the way is his legal name apparently, Mentor G, from Samurai show up, and like they do fuck all the entire fucking episode. They're basically just like at a they're at like the juice bar or whatever, and end up just saying hi to our team and be like, we've been watching you. Here, have this spin sword disc that my fucking dad gave me or whatever. And like it'll double your power. And I'll give them props on this. Good continuity. That disc was not destroyed at the end of Samurai. Like that was good continuity because like there were a lot of discs that I believe that were destroyed over the course of the series. So like that's going on, and then like that later, whenever they're in the Megazord and they're using the Wild Force Zord, fucking Jaden and Master G is like, you know what? I think they're ready, and then like they somehow give it the power of like turning into a Samurai Zord. I don't know how the fuck this is supposed to work, and it's like if like that's how it worked, is that the past team would give them the power to have the extra Zords. You would think those motherfuckers would just like give them all of them. The Earth is being invaded. Fucking, this isn't a game. Just give it to them.
I guess not.
No.
You're wrong.
It's
What do you mean?
and at the very last episode, the Legendary War,
The future changed, all right.
where we end up like in the extended cut actually seeing
I promised Master Crest.
all the Rangers from the previous teams like team up and beat the fuck out of, basically jump the main villain after all of his ships and stuff are destroyed. Which, by the way, this is an actual line of dialogue that actually happened. So like they were in the Megazord and they were fucking destroying ships left and right. Fucking Noah, the blue one, I actually remembered that one, was like, there goes a couple thousand. And it's like, if you're destroying them in like one swipe to kill a couple thousand, why is this a problem?
God. I don't know, but anyway, back to the game.
Yeah.
We fucked up. We couldn't save Crest. He's dead.
Do you gotta retry, or is that scripted?
That's scripted. Like, it is part of the story. Like, no matter, you cannot save Crest. Like, he dies in the cutscene. But afterwards, Lynn, now with all of her memory back and with a slight change to the future, will dedicate herself to becoming the sage of the future Starlight Temple.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, and now we get to see the fruits of our labor as we go back to the future to Starlight Temple.
Heck yeah.
Madam Crest.
Oh,
It's them?
Nice hair.
I'd almost given up waiting. You've been a long time coming.
Got that plumage going on.
yep. 100+ years and she still has that stupid haircut.
I've become a sage. Just
Oh,
like
God.
I promised.
Crazy
Don't
eyes.
tell me. Lynn? No way.
Yeah, that's Lynn.
What do you mean? How rude. I am Lynn.
No way.
What?
Yep, she's
So you
she's
mean
as old as
you
balls
became
now.
legendary sage? Yes, that's right. But I took on my teacher's name.
I see.
And she became the great
There's
sage
no need to
Crest.
explain why you're here. I've got a fair idea already. Because I've lived my time straight through, unlike you. So, shall we find out about Griffin then?
Yep.
Yes, that'd be great. Lynn.
Now we get to use the great.
Don't address me
Now we
like
get to use.
that. You must call me Crest, the great sage.
Now we get to use the moon crystal to figure out exactly when and where the fuck Emperor Griffin is, so we can at least try and actually fight him.
Gotcha.
Yes. Now with the power, now let us use the magical crystal that can show you the future to use it and look into all of time and space. Alright. There it is. There's his palace.
Griffin is 10,000 years in the past now.
10,000 years ago. Yep.
That's right.
After
Griffin.
10,000 years, I am free.
Powerful consciousness from that time to ours, all by his own doing.
Yeah. Griffin's powerful enough to send his unfathomably powerful consciousness into the future to affect the present, so therefore he can destroy the future.
In our time are those who are in sympathy with this consciousness.
So literally, he's just controlling all of his soldiers through vibes.
So they're all being controlled? They're acting of their own free will.
Yeah, Griffin isn't even controlling them. He's just like, hey, go kill people. And they're like, oh, sure. Oh, boy, I've been waiting for an excuse to do that.
They're evil from the beginning, just like Griffin himself. In other words, they've sold their souls to the dark.
Also, give me the whatever it's the A-OK to continue ranting.
Trying to destroy the world.
Just give me the A-OK whenever it's time to rant again.
I will. But yeah, we've learned a bit more about Griffin now. We're not sure why he is doing what it is,
And destroy him there.
but the only way we can stop him is by destroying him in the past. Because if he...
Back 10,000 years?
But we can't go back 10,000 years. Our shiny rocks can only make 100-year jumps.
That's right.
And that would take
Fair enough.
way too long.
Go 10,000 years in the past. Your Atlamedia can only travel 100 years at best. Those stones were never intended for this kind of thing.
But
What can we do?
there should be some way to get back to the past.
10,000-year leap through time. I don't even know if it's possible. But if it could be done,
Go on.
those from the Luna Lab would be the ones.
Yes, Luna Lab. I love the Luna Lab.
Luna Lab?
Luna Lab is short for Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory.
I love that name. Just like it's a pretty name, Luna Lab. It's short for Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory. It's short for Crazy Fucking Genius Labs.
The largest research facility in the world. It was on the Venicchio coast.
Was? You mean that it's vanished now too?
Yes.
So, the Venicchio coast is next.
So, that settles it. You'd better get going.
Yes, now we make for Venicchio.
Thank you, Crest the Great Sage.
See you, Lynn.
But before we do head off to all that, we do need to jump back into the future again, because we have
There's a lot of time jumps happening.
yeah, time travel is a big thing of Dark Cloud 2. I mean, it's mostly just the 100-year jump forward and back to the future and the past.
Lynn was a sage and had become
You know.
strong.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Going
Crest
forward and back, and then forward and back,
Ah.
and then go forward and back, and put one foot forward.
was for Lynn. Crest would
I
only
can't be as like exaggerated annoyed about that because I don't want to ruin my throat.
Yeah, we need to go back to the future again to get a reward for this. Specifically, we're gonna get a funky sword.
Gotcha.
We just need to get control of the game again.
Great, you're just in time.
Gotta get through this cutscene.
Yep,
Just let me know when you're all set.
gotta get through the cutscene and then go right back out of the station to warp to the future again, because we're gonna get a cool sword.
Hell yeah. Also, I've been munching on some Skittles.
Ooh. Alright, let's get our reward. I want my cool sword.
Skittles not a sponsor, but if y'all want to give me like a lifetime supply of Skittles, I'd accept that.
It looks like Starlight Temple has been completely restored.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a lifetime supply of sour Skittles. Heck, give me the most sour Skittles.
Take this.
The kind that will actually burn through people's flesh. Hey, here's the... She just had a sword in her back pocket. Yeah, we get this cool-ass sword, the Serpent Slicer.
Thank you, Great Sage.
That's pretty cool sounding.
Fun fact, in Dark Cloud 1, that sword actually had some story significance. You needed to get it after some events in the second town in order to complete in order to beat the mini-boss of the second dungeon. And the way it worked is that until you beat that mini-boss, the weapon was completely unbreakable. It was completely indestructible until you beat the mini-boss of the second dungeon. But the instant that boss died, that's it. It's a regular weapon again.
Understandable.
And it's not a bad weapon either. Like, compared to the Dussac that I've got now, it's just a little bit weaker, but it's really... Its stats are designed specifically for, like, yeah, this thing is meant for fighting snakes and dragons. That is it. But yeah, now that we have completed Starlight Temple and learned where we need to go in order to jump 10,000 years into the future, or into the past, we need to go to the Venicchio coast and rebuild Luna Labs. You are now free to continue the Power Rangers rant for the next 3 minutes at least until the part ends.
Also, apparently there's Miku G Fuel.
Oh god.
But anyways, so like I said, the Legendary War is essentially just jumping this guy, and on the depressing production side of things, the other a lot of Rangers were asked to return, but their letters were only sent out a month before filming, and that is not enough time. And the thing is, and the worst part is like a lot of the invitations were also retracted because of budgetary reasons. So, and like many past Rangers have been like, I would have loved to show up if I got more time.
Yeah, like, that's the kind of thing you give them, like, at least 6 months in advance for. Like, you gotta plan that shit out.
Exactly. And so, some of the ones that we got back are obviously Tommy. We got, the main, we got the Red Ranger from, Lightspeed Rescue. Again, what's her face, who plays Astronema. We get her back, to play, Lost Galaxy Pink like she was. And the funniest thing was, is like, it just like showed her like a normal human form, and then did like a flash of like her with the purple hair, just to be like, oh yeah, see, remember that she was Astronema, and it's just like, and the point was, and then she like immediately after that like flash of like 1 second, she put the helmet on, and it's like she doesn't take it off again, if I remember right.
God.
And there's a couple other ones, obviously, some of the Samurai Rangers came back and all that because they were probably still like right next to where they were filming, and shit like that. And it's just like, I mean, it's cool and all, but the thing is, in a way to try to be like, oh, there's not more than one Tommy. They edited out like all the Tommy Rangers except Green MMPR, which they never explain how the fuck he has the Green Ranger powers after literally, the whole point of him becoming the White Ranger is because Green doesn't, exist anymore. But whatever. But then, like, them trying to do that, forget that there's multiple of the same Rangers between Turbo and In Space and Zeo. It's just like, you motherfucker. Like, this is what I mean by like extreme laziness while also simultaneously not being lazy.
God.
Like, they try to make it make sense, but by trying to make it make sense, they make it make less sense. Literally, all they could have done is just been like, they could have explained that the background Rangers that were like doubles of the real people were the Rangers' spirits from the Ranger keys from the command center,
Yeah.
That's all they had to do. Like, it wasn't actually them being there. Like, that's all they could have done, but they didn't do that. And also, like, close to the end of Super Mega Force, Robo Knight ended up, dying, sacrificing himself for Orion, who I'll get to. But then in the Legendary War, Robo Knight shows up again, unexplained. He just is there. And then Troy, acting like nothing happened, he's like, "Oh, hello again, old friend." And then that's it. I just, this series makes my brain hurt. Like I said, it doesn't make me actively fucking despise the main characters, but it feels like, and many people have said this before, it feels like it's parodying what Power Rangers is. It's not a celebration. It's basically making fun of what it was
Yeah.
by having such complex bullshit that makes no sense. And fucking Troy, every time that they beat a bad guy, they were like, "Super Mega Rangers, that's a Super Mega win." And it's like, shut the fuck up, Troy. I fucking hate you.
God. Anyway, that is. I get the feeling like. As much as I'd love to keep streaming today, I think this is actually a good time to end the stream and recording today at the start of Chapter 4. Goodbye, Shingala.
Understandable.
So viewers, listeners, YouTube and Twitch. Oh, God. Oi. But yeah, we're gonna call it there for the day. We're gonna, stream is done. For the YouTube audience, you'll probably won't notice, anything going missing, but I will be back for Twitch audience on Wednesday, for the next recording session. Because
Gotcha.
even though I'm off, because even though Monday is a free day for me, I'm going to see Superman.
Yeah.
So
just fucking do it.
So yeah, that'll be my Monday, and I will not have the energy to stream that day because I will be too busy geeking the fuck out over Superman. So, YouTube audience, YouTube and Twitch audience, be safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you decide to go outside, carry a baseball bat, stay strapped or get clapped, smash ice, be safe.
Wear your seatbelt.
Wear your seatbelt. Call your congressman, and use use cash. Just use cash. Don't fuck with MasterCard.
MasterCard or Visa.
Until I fix that shit. Anyway, bye.